Hey guys, Chris here from flippingcars.co.uk, and this week we're looking at specialist car auctions. And welcome to a freezing cold car auction diaries. So today I'm at a specialist sale, and it's a Jaguar Land Rover sale, and I buy a lot of cars this way, and I've bought a lot of cars for customers this week actually from specialist sales such as the Audi Select sale, BMW Open Group sale, Mercedes-Benz specialist sale. And it's a great way to pick up some fantastic stock, but the pricing is really different. So what I mean by that is that it's really hard to predict actual sale prices. For instance, one Audi Select sale at one location on one day, the cars will go well under guide price, but on another day at a different location, the same sale with the same sort of stock, the prices could go potentially on guide and over guide. So it makes it really difficult to work out your maximum bids. So what you need to do is take your cap and glass guide valuations, write those down, and then do some research online and see what like-for-like vehicles are actually selling for. When you've got your like-for-like vehicle sale price, take a look at the added extras, make sure you factor those into the costs, and then work yourself out a maximum bid based around those. Don't rely on your cap and your glass guide. If you do, you more than likely will fall short and not buy the car that you're after. So today I'm at auction and I'm actually buying for myself. I'm looking at a Jaguar Land Rover sale, and I'm interested in a couple of F-types that are going through, a nice Range Rover Sport and a Disco 7-seater. So what I've done is taken my cap guide, I've taken my glass guide, I've gone onto Auto Trader and see what other cars are available in the same sort of price point, but I've also gone onto the trade websites and I've taken a look at what other dealers are trading these sort of cars out for. And taking all that into consideration, adding the spec into it, I'll come up with a maximum bid for these vehicles. Now looking at it, based on the cap guide, I'm going to be nowhere near achieving these cars, so it's going to be interesting to see what they go through for. And I'm going to be up against people like Land Rover main dealerships, Land Rover independent specialists, Jaguar independent specialists, etc, etc. So it's going to be quite a tough day to see if I can buy these cars. I can't film in the auction, but I'll give you an update once the auction's over. Well, that went exactly as expected. As soon as I walked into the auction hall, the guy standing next to me had a Jaguar franchise dealership jacket on. So you can imagine anything that was nicely spec'd or the most desirable sort of car went for top money. And if it didn't go for top money in the hall because it wasn't that busy, it went online. But this leads us on to what sort of cars to buy if you're getting into the business of flipping cars, or what sort of cars to buy if you're looking to buy a nice high-spec car for yourself. If you want the most desirable type of car with all the toys, expect to pay top money. It's only fair because everybody else wants that car. But if you can control your criteria a touch, you can pick up some fantastic bargains, and I'll give you a couple of examples. So there was a Jaguar XF 2.2 luxury, 4 doors, diesel auto, leather trim, parking sensors, navigation of course, and at only 25,000 miles. It had a full 3 service, 3 main dealer service history, 64 plate, and just 25,000 miles on the clock. Grade 2, ready to retail, more or less. Guide price, 14,600. Retail, 17,350. It went for 13k. 13k. Now, it's probably not the Jag that everybody wants, but there's a lot of room in that to make some sensible money. So if you can think about buying the car at the right price, you're going to make yourself a really nice profit. You can afford to sell it cheap when you buy it that cheap. Another example, a 63 plate Jag XF, 63,000 miles on the clock, so a little bit more leggy. Guided 11,100, retail high 13s, maybe 14k, and it went for 9 grand. 9 grand. Now that's a lot of car for your money. So there's cars out there that might not be the most desirable compared to other things there, but they go through at such great value. And because these specialist auctions aren't packed out, there was an auction hall next door, and I actually bought another car from that auction as well. I popped into that one. That was jam-packed. It was packed out the front, it was packed in the auction hall, and it was packed around all the cars. This one probably had about 10 people in there, and whoever else was online. It was really thinned out, and there was a lot of price point cars in there being sold cheap, giving you plenty of room for your profit margin. So relying on the cap and glass guide pricing at a specialist car auction is pretty useless. Anything that's desirable, that is kitted out and fully spec'd out, is going to go way over guide. But you'd expect that. It's a specialist auction. It's going to attract those people who are interested in those type of cars. But they're a fantastic place to source other cars because they don't attract the mainstream. Loads of people aren't there. They really are quite empty auctions, so you can pick up some really nice spec cars for not very much money. These cars would probably sell for a lot more in mainstream auctions, so go to the specialist car auctions. Don't be afraid to buy from them. So I bid on about 5 cars in that auction hall and I only won one, but it was one of the most desirable cars there that day. I had to pay for it. I had to pay a fair bit of money for it. It was a nice Jaguar F-Type. I'm going to do a video about it once I pick it up. It looks the bee's knees. You're going to enjoy watching that video. Thanks for watching this one. If you did enjoy it, please do click thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't already. We're growing some subscribers really fast and I love doing these videos for you. I'm trying to get them out every Sunday. Every now and again, just to workload, I won't be able to do that, but I will do my best to get a video out each and every Sunday for you. Thanks again. Thumbs up, click subscribe, and speak to you next week.